Her voice was shaky, eyes wide, and she said, "Dad, I think I got my first period." My heart ached for her. She looked scared, but before we begin, drop your country and time in the comments. I want to see how far this story reaches. Being a dad for 19 years has taught me a lot, but nothing prepared me for what happened that day. It wasn't dramatic or loud. It was quiet. It was private. But it meant everything to my youngest daughter. We have two girls. One is 19, bold and confident, the type who'd make friends with a rock. Our youngest is 12, gentle and shy. She likes her routine, her space, her quiet, and honestly, that's perfectly okay. One afternoon, my 12-year-old knocked on my office door. Her voice was shaky, eyes wide, and she said, "Dad, I think I got my first period." My heart ached for her. She looked scared but brave, like she didn't want to cry. So I stayed calm, smiled, and said, "It's okay. I've got you." I gave her a box of pads we had stored for this day, walked her through the instructions, gave her a warm hug, and later surprised her with ice cream and some middle. No big speeches, no drama, just quiet support. She smiled, relaxed, and went to her room. I thought that was the end of it, but later, that evening, my wife got home. Our daughter told her everything. My wife teared up and said, "My little girl's growing up." Then she looked at me and said, "We need to throw her a period party." I blinked. A what? Have you ever heard of a period party? Let me know in the comments, because I hadn't until that moment. Anyway, our daughter instantly shut down. "No, I don't want a party. Please don't." She wasn't unsure, she was crystal clear. But my wife kept pushing, saying it was a celebration, not a shameful thing. Our daughter didn't argue. She just left the room quietly. Later, my wife asked me to help change her mind. She said no. We need to respect that. But my wife didn't stop there. 2 days later, I came home to find our living room fully decorated, streamers, balloons, pink everything, and a crowd of neighborhood moms smiling with wine glasses in hand. That's when my daughter ran to me and asked if she could do her homework in my office. She was trying to escape. I pulled my wife aside and asked, "What are you doing?" She said, "It's her party. I'm getting her." I stepped in front of her and reminded her she didn't want this. My wife rolled her eyes and said, "She didn't mean it. This is important for girls. She needs to feel empowered." "But she already does," I said. "She just doesn't want to make a public event out of it." My wife said I didn't understand because I've never had a period. Maybe not, but I grew up with 3 sisters, had a long-term girlfriend, and we've been married 21 years. I'm not clueless. She tried to move past me to go get our daughter. I blocked the doorway. "No, you're not doing this to her." That's when she snapped, saying I was embarrassing her in front of everyone. I stayed calm, walked into the living room, and explained to the guests respectfully that our daughter had clearly said she didn't want this, and we should respect her wishes. Some moms frowned. One quietly picked up her purse. My wife looked stunned. She tried to say she didn't think our daughter was serious, but no one looked convinced. One by one, they all left. When the house was quiet again, our daughter came back down, still unsure if it was safe. My wife gave a half-hearted apology. Our daughter didn't say a word. She just sat down at the table and opened her notebook. For the next week, my wife was cold toward me. She said I embarrassed her, made her look bad. Maybe I did. But if standing up for our daughter makes me the bad guy, I'll wear that label proudly. This wasn't just about a party. It was about listening, respecting her voice, knowing that no means no even when it comes from a 12-year-old girl. What do you think? Was I wrong to shut down the party, or was I protecting my daughter's right to choose? Drop your thoughts. In the comments, I read every one. And if you believe in protecting our kids' voices, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that matter.